good? This is Joseph 3 Banks, aka J3B, and this is another episode of Run the Comics, where I'm going through a short haul I had in my local LCS. Should I even call it local LCS? It's just LCS. But let me get right to it. Just knock it out the park, Rick. Knock it out, Rick. First up, Squadron Supreme number 10, Alex Garner cover. Really dope. I'm trying to get this run. I'm missing number 9. Still got to get number 9, but at least I have number 10. Could have gotten number 11 and 12 also, but just going to calm down. Gonna wait till Comic Day, which is May 5th? No, May 6th. And for this year, 2017, and hopefully some of those issues I may be able to get for a discount at some comic shops. But let's keep it moving. Found this right here, which I was missing. I had 73, 74, and 77. It's missing 76 with was it Mr. Terrific of the JSA. The third, as I was reading, the third smartest man in DC Comics. So he's the third smartest. Third, number 3 magic number. But it's a dope cover with him. One of our African American heroes. Let me just get that glare off him. Look at him. Him and his little balls and his fair play jacket, which I gotta know what's the deal with that fair play jacket. Is that like a DC brand they're trying to do or something? I don't know, but let me know what you think. Next up, we go from some of the old comics to recent. Hal Jordan Green Lantern Corps number 19, covered by Kevin Nolan. Dope cover. Quirky artist, really dope, but I really like that. I'm really like to see what this particular I think it's in the same storyline that's been going on, but really dope cover. Next up, you can see it's pretty, except for the first one, pretty DC heavy. As you can tell, they're probably my favorite comic company, them in Image. Wildstorm number 3, Jim Lee cover. Get that glare off a little bit closer so you can see that Jim Lee artwork. Yes. Continuing with the Wildstorm run. And this is a very interesting story, about this woman who got this suit. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with her. So how did she get it? Where she come from? And they're trying to, some people trying to find her. Everybody's trying to find her. So the next have two more. That's all I got. Just six joints. I'm trying to be smart with it. But this one I've been looking at for a while. I wasn't gonna get the trade. Still may get the trade, but I had to get number 1 because I saw it. Had to throw some Mylar on it so it can shimmer a little bit. Extraordinary X-Men number 1. Let me get that clearer. I mean, this is the best they've ever done Storm. She just looks just totally dope. You know, and you have Magic in there. Everybody's in love with Magic. Old Man Logan. My favorite X-Men, Nightcrawler. I got Bobby back there. Is Bobby still Iceman? I believe so. And I think is that Kitty Pryde or is that Jean Grey? Don't know. And of course Colossus in the back with the beard life, beard gang. And next, everybody has this. Everybody's already probably showed it, but I'm gonna show it too. Secret Empire number 0 with the Cap as part of Hydra. This will be interesting how Marvel plays this whole Captain America being part of Hydra, because Captain America's history is so long and so thorough, and so many missions he's gone on, so many teams he's led, so much he's gone through. And you talk about even Civil War, and you know, for all of these things to be coming out with him having really been playing a role the whole time, and really Hydra is interesting to say the least. And I don't know how Marvel's going to play this out. You know, is this really the real Captain America, or is it going to be some multiverse thing? You know, they could pull that off. This is not the real Cap. That the real Captain Americans either in another universe, or the real Captain America is hidden somewhere. You never know, you know. Cause I it's just something in me to just doubt this Captain America is the same Captain America we've been reading about since the inception. Because then, what does that make Bucky? You know, and what does that make War Machine, who died in the end of Civil War II? You know, is he really dead? You know, he has so many different questions, so many scenarios that can come out of this. And you know, if Hydra's going to rule the world, you know, it's a lot that they're throwing out. It's really a lot, and really every issue would be affected by this. Every issue of other comics would be affected by this. So I don't know how they're going to do it, but we shall see. I know they're coming out for a little bit of controversy, Marvel, and we'll see how this Secret Empire deals with the Captain America issue. If there's going to be a resolution out of it, or is this one of those long-running type of stories that's going to actually change Marvel? Is it going to change Marvel, or is it just Captain America and some of the main core groups? Because what about continuity? What about timelines? You know, how those things play. How those things play. And how about the movies? So is this Captain America the same Captain America's in the movies? I know it's another part of another universe. It's not the same universe. This is the comic universe, and not the same as the movie universe. But what about that? Is the movie universe Captain America the real Captain America? You know, it's one of those things where what is everything that we're seeing? We're seeing everything from the, was it 316 universe? Is it 316? Are we seeing everything in the universe we've been reading so far? Because there's so many different universes, there's so many different stories, and every story is not from the main continuity. Everything is, you know, you read, somebody put out a book, and it's from another universe, or the multiverse is really a crazy thing, and I don't know if this has anything to do with it, or is this Marvel just saying no? All along, Captain has been an undercover agent for Hydra, showing you how strong and how mentally powerful Captain America is to be that, have been that for all these years, even after being frozen in ice, being thawed out, coming to a new era, and still holding his same mission of being. Man, I tell you, it's just so much that they're really gonna have to unpack. There's a lot they're gonna have to unpack when it comes to this, and I'm thinking this is gonna go over a year. This has to go about a year or two, maybe even longer, because this Secret Empire is I think it's going to change Marvel landscape, and not just for the main characters that's in this, but in every other book that's coming out of Marvel. It has to, because every story that's coming out of Marvel is not just it's in some other universe. A lot of stories are in the same universe, so we shall see. But that's my run. That's my little talk about Secret Empire, and this is going to be a good read. I keep hearing a lot of good things about that, so I'm really looking to dig into that one. And but hey, post your comments. What do you think? Oh, and what do you think about this setup? Do you like this setup more than you do looking at me, or you don't want to look at my ugly mug no more? Do you like this setup, or how about the setup where I'm kind of like with the natural light? So I have a few setups. Even have one where I'm in my bedroom. Which setup do you like that I've been broadcasting? I have over 30 videos for you to check out to kind of make your decision. But hey, like, share, definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you've been visiting the channel, you haven't subscribed. Hey, subscribe, man. I got some dope content, and we have some other content dealing with my family and my art life. Be doing some illustrations. Maybe I'm gonna start doing some of these characters in my own way. As you saw when I first started the video, I have my own little illustrations. I'm gonna start doing some of these characters from Marvel and DC, and start doing my Marvel heads and DC heads. Tell me what you think about that, if you like that. Hopefully I'll start selling those. Probably originals, maybe do some prints, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But hey, this has been Joseph 3 Banks, aka J3B, and this is my comic haul. I am out. Grace and peace.